Welcome, dear students, to St. Mary's English High School, Nalasopara West. Standard 6th, Subject Maths, Chapter number 4th, Operations on Fractions. Today we are going to discuss showing fractions on a number line and multiplication of fractions. Now, children, our next topic is showing fractions on the number line. Now, you all can see the textbook page on your screen. Here you can see a scale has been drawn. It is easy to mark the fractions 4 upon 10 and 3 7 upon 10 on the number line because on the scale every centimeter is divided into 10 equal parts. Now, as you all know, a textbook, you can see in your textbook on your scale between 0 and 1 there are 10 parts. 1 and 2 10 parts because 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. So if the fractions are having denominators 10, it's easy to mark on the scale. Now let us take one example given below. Now here you can see you have to show fractions 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 7 by 3 on the number line. Now children, what to do the first step? That you have to see the denominator. The denominator is 3. So the space between 0 and 1 should be 3 spaces. 3 parts should be there between 0 and 1. Between 1 and 2, the 3 parts. Between 2 and 3, 3 parts. So whatever is the denominator, that many parts you have to take between the numbers on the number line. Now you all can see here. Now this is 0. After 0, the first mark will be 1 upon 3. Why 1 upon 3? Because 3 is the denominator. And 1 means 0, after 0, it is 1, the first mark. Now after 0, second mark, 2 upon 3. Your third mark will be number 1. That is 3 upon 3. 3 upon 3 is already 1. Next will be 4 upon 3. 5 upon 3. 6 upon 3 is what? 2. So it is 2. 7 upon 3, 8 upon 3. This way you have to mark the numbers on the number line by taking the equal number of parts by seeing the denominator. Now we will take one more example after reading this box. Now I know if a fraction has to be shown on a number line, every unit on the number line must be divided into as many equal parts as the denominator of the fractions. This thing you have to keep in mind. Now children, let's take one more example. Example 1. Show 5 by 6, 11 by 6, 9 by 6, 3 by 6, 15 by 6 on the number line. Now you all can see what is the denominator here. Yes, it is 6. So we will be taking 6 equal parts between the numbers. I have drawn the line here. Now it will be a 0. Now I want 6 parts. So I will take little smaller distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is 5. Now what is your? Now our first number will be, after 0 it will be 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6. So we want 3 by 6. If you want, you can draw a line and you can write here. 4 by 6, 5 by 6. After 5 by 6, 6 by 6, 7 by 6, 8 by 6, and this is 9 by 6. 10 by 6, 11 by 6. This This 2 will be 12 by 6, 13 by 6, 14 by 6 and 15 by 6. So children, this way you have to show the fractions on the number line. Now let's solve one workbook example. Now children, you all can see question number 1. The number line is drawn already for you. You have to just count the number of parts between the two numbers and you have to fill the boxes. So you all can do it very easy. Now I will be solving question number 2, first one. I just explain you. Now 2 by 5, 7 by 5 and 1 4 by 5. Now 1 4 by 5, if you want, you can convert into improper fractions. See, you will get by converting 1 5 is 5 plus 4. So it is 9 by 5. So you can show 9 by 5 on the number line. If you don't want to convert, what you can do? See, it is 1 4 by 5. So after 1, where your 1 number will be coming? Suppose it will be here. It will be here. So after 1, the fourth part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this part will be 1 4 by 5. Or you can write here 9 by 5 also. Okay children? But if you are counting from here, see, it is 9 by 5 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this you can do by two methods. You can show the same mixed fraction or you can convert and you can show. Hope you all have understood. Now question number 2, you have to do on your own. Now you all can see the example on your screen. This type of examples we have already done in our previous standard. 2 by 7 multiplied by 3 is equals to 6 upon 7. 5 multiplied by 9 upon 10 is equal to 45 upon 10. Now our next topic. Now children, our next topic is multiplication of fractions. Now here you can see your textbook page. Now let's see how the multiplication 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 2 is done with the help of the rectangular strip. Now the first step, you have to draw a vertical line to divide a rectangular strip into 5 equal parts. First a rectangle is being drawn, then that rectangle is divided into 5 parts. Now the next step is shade the part that shows the fraction 3 by 5. Now 3 upon 5 means out of 5 parts you have to shade 3 boxes. So as you all can see, the second picture, the 3 boxes are shaded out of 5 boxes. So we have shown 3 by 5 here. Now 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 means half. So we will make, now this is 3 by 5. So we will make half of 3 by 5. So here we will draw one horizontal line to divide the strip into 2 equal parts. Now this, your full strip is divided into 2 equal parts. Here we have drawn and here we have drawn a horizontal line. Means these 3 parts again we have divided into half. Shade one of the 2 horizontal parts in a different way. So here you can see this checks. This is half of 3. Now when we divided the strip into 2 equal parts, we also divided the 3/5 part into 2 parts. Means this 3 by 5 we have taken again half of 3 by 5. Now as you all can see, these 3 parts are different with other parts. So this total we are having 10 equal parts. So we can say with these 3 parts, we can say this 3 part is having the fraction of 3 by 10. These boxes, that the part shaded twice. Here you can see these 3 boxes are shaded twice. So we can say this will form a fraction 3 upon 10. because total there are 10 equal parts and these 3 parts are shaded twice. So 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 2 is equal to 3 upon 10. Simply you have to multiply the numerator and you have to multiply the denominator. We can carry the above multiplication like this. 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 2 is equal to 3 into 1 upon 5 into 2 is equals to 3 upon 10. Now very simple it is. When multiplying the two fractions, the product of the numerator is written in the numerator and that of the denominators in the denominator. Now let's take one more example. Multiplication of fractions. Example number 1. You all can see 7 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 4. So here numerators are 7 and 1. Denominators are 5 and 4. So here simply we will multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. So your answer will be 7 upon 20. Now 7 upon 20 you cannot reduce the fraction as both numbers are not coming in a single table. So this is your final answer. Now example number 2. Now here 3 multiplied by 7 and 5 multiplied by 10. So here your answer is 21 upon 50. Now again these two numbers cannot be divided further as they are not coming in any single table. Now one more example. 18 upon 3 multiplied by 10 upon 3. Now this you can solve by two methods. Now you all can see 18 upon 3 as 18 comes in table of 3. So you can reduce this fraction first. Now let's see. So if you are dividing this fraction by 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18. This is the cutting method. So here this fraction became 6 upon 1. So your 18 upon 3 became 6 upon 1. So now your fraction is 6 upon 1 multiplied by 10 upon 3. Now see, again you can do your cutting. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So remaining is 2 tens are 20, 2 multiplied by 10, 20 and here it is 1. So this way is the first method you all can do. Now second method is you have to multiply the numerators as well as denominators. See here. Here I am multiplying the numerators. 18 multiplied by 10 and 3 into 3. So your answer is 180 upon 9. Now this you have to divide. Now division you have to do in your rough page. 9 2s are 18. So your remainder is 0. Now this 0 you will bring down. 9 zeros are 0. So your answer is here 20. So you can do by both method. You can multiply the numerators or you can make the cutting and you can do this way. Let's solve workbook examples. Now children, I am solving your third sum. Now here 9 by 11 multiplied by 3 upon 4. So here you can see you cannot divide anything. So here you have to multiply the numerators. 9 3s are 27 and 11 4s are 44. So your answer is 27 upon 44. Now you have to think. This two number comes in which table? 27 comes in 3 and 9. But in 3 and 9, 44 doesn't come. 44 comes in table of 2. So you cannot divide or you cannot reduce this fraction to lower numbers. So this is your only answer. Now I will be solving the 8th sum. Now here you can see 5 by 16 multiplied by 8 upon 15. Now in 8 table 16 comes. 8 ones are 8. 8 twos are 16. 5 ones are 5. 5 threes are 15. So remaining is 1 ones are 1. 2 threes are 6. This is the very simple method. It's called as cutting method. Okay children, if you not if you're not able to do this method, you can multiply the denominators, and then you can do the division. But I think if you are practicing this method, it will be very useful for you. Let's discuss one problem from your textbook. Sulochana Bai owns 42 acres of farmland. If she planted wheat on 2/7 of the land, on how many acres has she planted wheat? Now, out of 42 acres of land, she has planted from 42 acres on 2/7 part of 42. She is having 42 acres of land. Out of this land, on 2/7 part of 42, she has planted wheat. Now we have to find 2/7 part of 42. If you are remembering, children, this multiplication also we have done in 5th standard. Now see, 42 into 2/7. You have to find 2/7 part of 42. 42 multiplied by 2/7. So here, see, if you want, you can directly cut also. 7 ones are 7, 7 6 are 42. And if you want, you can multiply also. So if you are cutting here, 6 2s are 12 and 1 ones are 1. Directly you will getting the answer. But if you want, you can do this way also. You got the answer 12. So Sulochana Bai has planted wheat on 12 acres of land. Hope you all have understood. Now this is your practice set 12 from your textbook. Now children, if you want to practice, you all can do the practice sum from the textbook also, as these sums are different from your workbook. And these 2-word problems you can try to solve on your own. Now next topic is reciprocals or multiplicative inverse. Now you all can see the multiplication here. See this. 5/6 into 6/5. So if you are multiplying, you will get answer 1. 3/2, 2/3. Means 3/2 and its reverse 2/3. So here, what is the peculiarity? You see all of them. You can see a fraction is multiplied by another fraction obtained by exchanging the numerator and denominator. Here numerator is 5. Here this 5 came here. The denominator is 6. The 6 came in numerator. So if you are changing the fraction, we are getting 1. And if you are multiplying, you are getting 1. So here 5/6 and 6/5, these two are called reciprocals of each other. 4 and 1/4 are called reciprocals of each other. 71/3, 3/71 are called reciprocals or multiplicative inverse of each other. You have to keep one thing in mind. If you are multiplying both the fractions and if the answer is 1, so both the fractions are reciprocals of each other or multiplicative inverse of each other. Now you can see here, when the product of two numbers is 1, each of the numbers is the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of the other. Now what is the reciprocal of 1? It is 1 only. Would 0 have a reciprocal? No. 0 doesn't have any reciprocal. I hope you all have understood, children. Now you can see the steps of multiplication. First step is to multiply the numerators, denominators, and the fraction you have to reduce. One more example. You can see the cutting method here. Hope you all have got it. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye. Take care, everyone.